You have been asking, declaring, believing, trusting, and still, some of what you asked for has not arrived yet. And the longer it takes, the harder it becomes to keep your hands open. But here is what I need you to understand. The problem is almost never the declaration. It is the receiving. Most people know how to ask. Very few know how to actually receive, without shrinking what arrives, without questioning whether it was really meant for them, without blocking the answer with the very doubt they thought they had left behind. The people whose declarations become reality are not the loudest declarers. They are the best receivers, open, expectant, and completely convinced that what they asked for has their name on it. This session is going to teach you to receive. Say every word like someone who is practicing the art of letting the answer all the way in.
I receive everything I asked for, openly, completely, and without shrinking what arrives to fit a smaller expectation. I am a receiver, not just a declarer, not just a believer, but someone who actually lets the answer in when it comes. What I have asked for is already on its way, and I position myself to receive it by staying expectant and open. I release the habit of deflecting blessings, minimizing what arrives, or finding reasons why it was not really meant for me. Everything I have declared in faith is alive, working, moving, and arriving in the form it was always designed to take. I receive my answered prayers with the same faith I used to ask. Open hands, full heart, zero resistance. I stop second-guessing the arrival of what I asked for, and I simply receive it with gratitude. My manifestations are not wishful thinking. They are declared realities moving toward me with the certainty of seeds in soil. I am worthy of receiving what I asked for, not because I have done everything perfectly, but because I declared it in faith. I release every belief that what I asked for is too big, too soon, or too good to actually be for me. I receive abundance. Financial abundance, relational abundance, purposeful abundance, all of it in its fullness. What I manifest is a reflection of what I believe is possible, and I believe everything I have declared. I stop treating manifestation as a mystery, and I treat it as a practice, daily declaring, daily expecting, daily receiving. I receive the breakthrough, the open door, the unexpected provision, all of it landing exactly as I declared. I am magnetic to what I have asked for because I am aligned in my thinking, my speaking, and my daily action. I receive the specific thing I have been holding on for, not a version of it, but the full expression of what I declared. I do not apologize for what I have asked for. I asked boldly, I declared faithfully, and now I receive completely. Everything I have sown in faith is producing a harvest, and I make room in my life to receive the full return. I receive my manifestations without guilt, without surprise, and without waiting for something to go wrong to cancel them. I am someone things happen for, not just to, and receiving is the evidence of that truth. I release the pattern of blocking my own receiving through doubt, through unworthiness, through the habit of expecting less. My words have power. What I have declared has been heard, recorded, and set in motion by something greater than me. I receive what I asked for in the form it arrives, trusting that the form is always better than what I imagined. I am in a season of receiving, of answered prayers, of returned seeds, of declarations becoming lived realities. I hold my manifestations with open hands, grateful before they arrive, grateful as they arrive, grateful long after. I receive everything I have asked for, and I steward it well, because receiving and stewarding are two sides of the same faith. I stop asking whether I deserve what I declared, and I start living as though the answer was always yes. My manifestations are real. They exist before I can see them. They are moving before I can trace them. I receive with joy, not the quiet, apologetic receiving of someone who is not sure they should have it, but full, grateful, joyful receiving. I receive everything I asked for, all of it, completely, in this season, with a full heart and open hands.
I manifest the full, complete, overflowing receipt of everything I have declared in faith throughout this journey. I manifest that what I have been asking for arrives in a form so complete and so timed that I recognize it immediately as mine. I manifest that every seed of declaration I have planted breaks through the surface into visible, tangible, undeniable reality. I manifest that my receiving this season is proportional to my faith, and my faith has been extraordinary. I manifest that the specific thing I have been holding on for arrives before I run out of the faith to believe it is coming. I manifest financial provision arriving in full, the amount, the stream, the opportunity I declared by name. I manifest the relationship, the friendship, or the community I have been calling in arriving in its fullness. I manifest creative breakthrough, the idea, the project, the platform, the work that manifests what I was sent to produce. I manifest physical healing, physical vitality, and physical wellness arriving as I have declared it. I manifest spiritual depth, a closeness with God that is the answer to every prayer for intimacy I have ever prayed. I manifest that receiving well becomes one of my most practiced and most natural abilities. I manifest that every unanswered prayer finds its answer in this season, completely, visibly, undeniably. I manifest the open door, the specific, ordained, unmistakable opportunity that has my name written on it. I manifest that what arrives is better than what I pictured, because the one who delivers always exceeds the expectation. I never block my own receiving again. That doubt, unworthiness, and small thinking are permanently dismantled. I manifest that the manifestations I receive bless not just me, but every person connected to my life. I manifest the harvest of every seed, of prayer, of action, of generosity, of faithfulness, planted through every hard season. I manifest that receiving this season produces a gratitude so deep, it becomes the permanent posture of my life. I manifest that what I receive is stewarded with wisdom, held rightly, used purposefully, given generously. I manifest that my story of receiving becomes a testimony that gives other people the faith to keep declaring. I manifest that the gap between what I declared and what I am living closes, quickly, completely, permanently. I manifest a life so visibly full of answered prayers that it becomes impossible for anyone watching to deny the power of declaration. I manifest that I receive more than I asked for, because that is how grace has always worked. I manifest peace as I receive, the specific, settled peace of someone who always knew it was coming. I manifest that every word declared over my finances, my health, my relationships, and my purpose
is alive and producing. I manifest that receiving this season permanently raises my expectation for every season that follows. I manifest that the season of waiting is over and the season of receiving is here, fully, finally, completely. I manifest that I receive it all with joy, with gratitude, with full presence, and without one moment of guilt. I manifest complete, total, extraordinary receiving in every area, at every level, in this exact season. I manifest everything I asked for arriving now because I declared it, I believed it, and I am ready to receive it.
You have done the asking. You have done the declaring. You have done the waiting. Now, do the receiving. Not with hesitation, not with the quiet fear that it will be taken back, with your hands wide open and your heart completely ready. Because what you asked for has been on its way since the moment you first believed it was possible. Receive it, all of it. It was always yours. Subscribe and practice receiving every single morning. Like this video and open someone else's hands to what has been waiting for them. Comment, I receive everything I asked for. It is mine. It is here. I let it in. Open your hands right now. Share with someone who has been declaring without receiving. This is the missing piece. This is your receiving session. You declared it. You believed it. You waited for it. Now, receive it. All of it. With both hands. Right now.